What made you pick Africa? And that had to be a very cool experience. Tell us a little bit about it.
It was very cool. Actually, I've been wanting to go to Africa for 10 years, and I finally got there. Myself and my husband visited East Africa, which is Kenya, and we stayed in 5 different lodges, which were all very wonderful. You know, you hear these things that, oh, you're going to lay in a tent and it's going to be a lot of bugs and watch out for the wild animals, but really, I hardly saw any bugs. I must have brought
kind of like the ones flying around us right now.
Bug spray.
Speaking of the bugs,
I owned.
How many shots did you have to get?
You have to get shots. And
you have to get shots.
Pills for malaria.
Ooh.
And something for your stomach, for your gut. And so that was really wasn't hard to do. A few shots here and there. I'm kind of used to that. But so I loved Africa. The wild animals. I saw gorillas. Monkeys were stealing my breakfast.
Stealing your breakfast.
Yeah. I was sitting having breakfast one day, and they were talking about the monkeys the night before. I said, just be careful. Don't leave your pills out, because they come, they get your pills, they suck all the coating off of it, and then they throw them out.
Oh my
or if
God.
they like them, they swallow them, and they get drunk or high. So I was waiting there.
Shock
Sure
the
enough,
monkey.
he came up to the table, grabbed my breakfast, and ran like hell. I thought, what did I just see? So that was kind of fun. And then we visited the tribes there, and it was really interesting.
I saw you doing a dance.
Yeah, they have this kind of kangaroo dance. I was wondering what that meant when they were dancing like that.
Okay.
And that's to symbolize the kangaroo. Not the kangaroo, the giraffe.
The giraffe.
The giraffe. And it was quite interesting to see that they sleep on these cow hides. So there's no padding. There's no pillows, there's no lights, and there's no windows. But they're in this little hut, and they're tall. And they crawl into their hut at night, and just 3 or 4 or 5 people sleep in the same bed.
Oh, my.
And then they cook up blood. They bleed a cow for the ceremony. We just happen to be there. This takes place once every 20 years, where they circumcise 80 little boys.
Oh,
Don't
that's a
cringe,
monster
fellas.
Where are you going next year on your vacation?
Yeah. Was that a
Africa.
part of the package deal there?
No, we didn't
That was
know.
a bonus. Oh, that's terrible.
Had to
Ross.
pay
That's
extra
terrible,
for
and
it
I'm
to watch that?
responding to that.
Oof.
No, but
Robbie's not
actually, it was
recovering.
very interesting because what happens is they have to hold the little boy down, and if he flinches or a tear comes out of his eyes, they kick him out of the tribe. He's disowned, so they can't move. Of course, they have no medical attention, and but then they're out dancing and celebrating. There's all these different tribes that come together with all these beautiful headpieces and beading and outerwear.
The kids aren't
See the
dancing though,
looks
right? They're not.
on your
They
face.
can't really dance, right? After that surgery. That
Well, the little
operation.
boys don't dance; they're walking around with canes. But it's the mothers. You know, you can have up to 10 wives there.
Well, that's an idea to go there.
One of the
Oh,
guides
never mind,
we
I've
had,
never been
one of the
married.
guides we had came from a family of 42 children. 42 children.
42.
Yeah, so-
42 kids. I thought my family was big with 8.
Oh,
We had
no.
8 in our family. But wow, 42. Wow. So how long were you there for? That's, I mean, travel time and all that stuff.
2.5 weeks.
Okay, that's...
Yeah, it's like a 20-hour flight to get there. It takes 3 planes to get there. You are in
Woof.
the jungle.
Any insight
Welcome to the jungle.
in regards to the beauty of the animals and seeing
Oh.
them in their majestic settings?
It is
and-
beautiful. The elephants.
Don't get too
There's-
close.
Right?
They
They're
have-
pretty, but don't get too close to the animals. It's not the North
They have
Woods.
an elephant orphanage where the mothers have kicked them out of the family for some reason, and each elephant has its own trainer and keeper, and at 9 o'clock in the morning they have their feeding time, and so the trainers or the feeders are all standing there. There's like 10 of them. And they start calling the babies' names, and the baby elephants run to each one of them, and they drink their little milk bottle. That's the cutest
I
thing.
did see that on the
Did you see
Facebook.
it?
It was very cute. I mean, they're from here to the parking lot, and they waddle up and go straight to that bottle.
Yes,
They
sure
know
do.
it all.
Yeah.
So
So it
you,
was all fun and interesting to watch different style.
And I have to go there with this one masterpiece, the lions. Did you get to see any?
Oh, I did. Actually, I saw two lions playing like a little game together, rubbing kissing their faces and rubbing their tummies. And we go, wow, isn't that a cute little baby lion? And you want to pet it, but they're mean as hell. So you can't get next to it.
That goes out of nowhere.
I wanted to feed the animals, and they said, but if you feed the animals, you will be sorry. You'll be the dinner the next day.
Understandable. Kind of around here, Gary, you don't feed the ducks, right?
Yeah.
I'm joking, but
It was great, though. It was a great experience.
that sounds like one heck of an adventure, man. Well, very cool. Tell us a little bit about some of the horses that you have, and we even talked last year about the fox hunt
Yes.
that's coming up. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. This weekend, or next weekend actually, there's an event coming up in Wayne, Illinois. Oh, are you okay?
I just broke it. Go ahead, continue.
All the brats.
Oh, be careful.
That's okay. Sorry, Grant.
So in a few weeks there'll be an event called the Blessing of the Hounds. And what that is, it's an old tradition that started in England. And probably back in the 16th century, where the farmers used to gather their dogs to go chase the foxes to keep all the other pests away from their livestock. And so that became a tradition. It moved to Ireland, and then now it's here in Chicago, and it's all over, really all over. And they developed different hunts called, our hunt is called the Dunham Woods Riding Club. And then there's Aiken's Riding Club. There's all sorts of clubs that you could belong to if they're living in that particular area. But what it is actually is that we all get dressed up in formal attire. And the gentlemen wear their reds, their scarlets, their long tails, their top hats. And the females wear their caps so they don't get hurt, their helmets. And we're all dressed up, and we have our colors on. You earn your colors if you're a good rider and you've ridden and you consistently without being hurt, and you've been there always with the team. Took me about 8 years. Usually it takes about 3 or 4 years. And you go out, you get dressed up, you get on your horse, you all show up in the field. The captain, the leader, blows the horn, the master of the hounds, blows the horns, and they let the hounds out. And then the hounds leave, and the horses follow the hounds, and you go out and you chase the fox.
Is that where Release the
It's
Hounds come from?
Right?
Absolutely.
Where's
Release the hounds.
Where's the fox at, though?
Well, there really isn't a real fox. It's the scent of a fox.
Ah,
Because
okay.
you can't kill animals today, and you shouldn't anyway, anytime. But the scent of a fox is there's someone who goes out and spreads the urine of a fox along the fields, and so the hounds pick up that scent and they run like crazy, and then the horses run, and we jump over the fences and logs and to the end of our ride where we actually have a kill. It's called a kill, but you don't kill anything. And the master of the hounds blows the horn, and we've all landed safely, and we have our fox. Then there's a stirrup cup where we all drink port and wine and eat cheese, and then
Party afterwards.
continue and party and go to the club. We have the club there, Dunham Woods Riding Club, where you could actually get off your horse, go out, have a few drinks, come back, clean your horse, go back out again and have a few more drinks.
That sounds like drinking's a
It's
major
lot of
part
fun.
of being an
It's a lot
equestrian.
of fun, yeah. It's a beautiful club. It's a beautiful sport. I myself have 3 horses, and they're all thoroughbreds, so I enjoy that.
How far is the hunt? How long is it? Is it a mile, 5 miles, 10 miles?
It takes about almost 2 hours.
Okay, that's
Sometimes you go 10 miles, 12 miles, even 15 miles at times. So it's a long way on a horse.
Does somebody actually go out there, like you said, with the urine then and lay the trail?
Oh, yes, before we leave, absolutely. Yes.
I was gonna say it's kind of a crappy job, but not really.
No.
Uh,
You'll come out and see it.
I know we tried to hook it up last year and the weather got bad and this and that, but I would love to. I mean, horsing around is fun, but riding horses is such a unique opportunity to do it. Tell us a little bit how it is because when you ride a horse, right? You're not supposed to just sit on the saddle.
No.
right? Because it's bam, bam, ow, right? You're actually supposed to
That's a good
almost,
illustration.
almost kind of. Well, I'm just saying. Anyway, but you're supposed to actually kind of stand, right?
You put your weight in your feet, and so when your feet are in your stirrups, your toes are pointed up. So when you're in your saddle, you're not bouncing like that.
Right.
You jump up.
You're using your leg kind of as a shock absorber.
You don't jump, but yes, it's posting the trot. It's called
Posting the trot.
So when the horse goes, you're up like this, and you're not pouncing like that on the saddle. You're up.
Y'all got any questions? I seem to ask the wrong one.
You're doing great. I've actually
So
never.
where's the horse here? You should have a horse so I can demonstrate.
I've never rode a horse, so I'm learning so
come
much
on-
right now. I mean,
come
it
on
sounds
out.
terrifying, but
You're welcome to come out.
I will come and train with you.
Okay.
Brent, you're a big guy. Have any of the football team ever go out and go, hey, let's go horseback riding?
That's the second time I cringed with my, trying to cover up. First time was the African,
Circumcision party.
Right. So I actually have ridden a horse before, and it's a lot of fun. It's not very fast, and it was
Just-
one of those ponies that my feet were dragging on the ground.
Oh,
but
Lord.
somebody was holding it.
Tell us a little bit about the different.
Bronco?
My
Denver
son was-
Bronco.
No, my son was
Western
a
Michigan.
Western Michigan Bronco.
Oh, that's right.
That's a cool deal. When they take that horse out and they run, that's phenomenal.
What are the different? Is it a trot and then a gallop? Take us through the different.
Yes, a trot. Well, there's a walk, trot, canter.
That's his
gallop.
walk. That's your walk.
Right.
When you're walking, obviously you're just walking. When you're trotting, you're sitting the trot, or you're either sitting the trot or you're posting the trot.
What does sitting the trot mean?
You stay in
Okay.
your seat and
Yeah.
you grab with your knees and you ride through the trot.
Okay. And then the standing is?
Well, if you're standing up and trotting at the same time, you're out of your seat.
Okay. Is that a faster trot then?
Well, that's what you want to learn when you're going to jump. So you jump
Oh.
and you, yes, you lean forward, you get out of your saddle, and you come back down. You release your horse so he stretches his neck and you go over the jump. And then there's the gallop, which is all out.
What's the fastest you've been on the horse? I mean, in regards to them running, what kind of miles per hour do they get up to?
Wow.
How many horsepower?
I'm not
Ba-dum-bum.
sure. I'm not sure. Pretty fast. I mean, they're very fast. And the hunt can be dangerous if you're not careful because you have a pack of horses all riding, competing.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And so I want
So-
to ask
in
you
some
about that.
ways.
So obviously every rider has their preferred horse, right? On this, or do you take a lottery and you just get the horse you get?
No,
I got a couple questions to ask.
Yeah, you ride your own horse.
You ride your own horse.
You train on
Who
your
you've
horse.
trained. So then
Yes.
that comes the next question. Are these horses more apt to follow the dog, hearing the dog, to chase the dog, or is it all you following the dogs?
That's
Telling
a good,
the horse
that's
where
a
to
good
go.
Question.
Because the horses are there, and horses are smart. And so if this horse's job, because some horses only run the short races, some horses run the long races. They train for it. They know that's their job. These horses are dog chasers, I guess. So because they're not smelling the foxes.
Well,
The fox.
horses are herd animals.
Okay.
So they follow each other.
Okay.
And when you're in a hunt, there's a lot of excitement, and they're all following each other. And then, yes, they do follow the hounds.
Okay.
They're somewhat trained to do that.
Right.
They're generally hunters, trained to jump and follow the hounds. Yeah.
Pretty
When you
wild.
jump a horse, because I've heard that the horse can't really see what they're jumping over because their eyes are on the side of their heads. They trust you, and you actually have to.
Yeah,
tell
and
them
you
when
have
to
to
jump.
trust them.
Is
Yeah.
that why some
you have
horses
to let
will?
them do their thing.
Right? Have you ever been thrown off a horse?
Oh, yeah.
Do you train on how to get thrown?
How to fall?
I did after I fell a few times. I did indeed.
Learn how to take a hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had some very serious injuries, but most athletes, if you're an athlete doing some sport, you're probably going to get hurt one time or another. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Assuming
Hey,
that-
that's
assuming
a
that?
pretty fair
More than
assumption.
once,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
Right. Yeah.
Any other horse questions? Nicole, you got any?
Not until I go and ride with you. Then I'm going to have a time.
Okay.
Well, in regards to riding,
I do got a question.
Okay.
So if they're herd animals, okay, and they're following the other horses, but it's a race to see who gets to the kill first as individual
No,
riders.
It's not a race.
Oh, it's more about the ride. It's about the
there's
journey,
3
not the
fields.
destination.
There's 3 fields that
Okay.
you ride. The first field is a little faster, and they jump over everything. The second field is a little slower. They don't have to jump, but they're right there next to the first field. Third field is called hilltoppers, where they don't really jump, but they're doing the trot, and
Okay.
the canter, and the gallop.
Okay, and so is those are kind of like the black diamond categories, I guess. If you were to be skiing, like if I wasn't great at the hunt, would I be on the not so
Yes,
jumpy
you'd be
ones?
in the back
Right.
field.
I'd be in the backfield. Keep
Yes.
that guy in the back over there.
Yes,
Would I
yes.
ride with somebody else?
They're
too?
slower.
Is that
They're
right?
Pony
slower.
ride with somebody holding.
That's right.
it.
Someone will pull
Right.
him. That's right. Just in a circle.
Right.
I'm not trying to go
They
far.
pull you with the rope.
When
There
did
you go.
when did they stop killing foxes? Though, have they ever killed foxes here?
I'm not sure in Chicago, but they did in Europe, but
Yeah.
I'm not really sure here.
So
Never.
That's
Good
another
answer.
good
Good
question.
answer.
I'm
You know,
not
good
sure.
answer. Not that she
Yeah.
can remember, which means so what? Like the last 5 years. You know,
I
you're
mean,
not that.
all,
You're not
all
old.
the years I've been hunting. It's
Right, the
always
5
been
years,
scent
right?
of a fox.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So Robbie's fox urine cologne wouldn't be good to
The,
take.
No.
the Sex
no.
Panther.
Well, you know, it's funny you think about that because what's the old term? Oh man, she's a fox. He's a fox. The fox laid their scent. So get it? You following it? Do you
Is that what
smell-
you've been
do
thinking
you
about this
smell
whole time?
foxy?
Oh,
You smell
man.
foxy?
Do you smell
Okay.
foxy?
No.
If somebody
Right.
ever comes up to me at the bar and says you smell foxy, I'm going to assume that he's saying that I smell like pee now.
Take it as an insult. Yeah, it's an insult.
But it's you know where I was going.
Maybe it's because a fox is elusive.
And sly.
And you know what?
And they
Actually,
got
that's a
pretty
good
coats.
question into the segue. In regards to when they did the real fox hunting back in the day, those dogs caught that fox.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.